Power Perspective 2022 Atlantic Province Regional Overview. Last year was one of continued growth and activity for the Atlantic power sector. The region continued to pursue its transition toward renewable and new energy sources. All four provinces, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island took initiative to make good on their ongoing climate change action commitment and to address Canadian federal energy regulation, which now require that coal-fired electricity be phased out by 2030 by putting forward, to varying degrees, plans of shifting the structure of their energy markets and moving towards a greener economy. The movement towards renewable energy sources has led to opportunities for public and private projects aimed at increasing the regional supply of wind, solar, and potentially even tidal energy. Recent provincial elections haven't changed trend in this direction. Key 2021 development occurred at the Atlantic interprovincial level as well, with the completion of regional projects and the emergence of regional strategic initiative on renewable energy being put forward by regional groups such as the Offshore Energy Research Association, the Atlantic Hydrogen Alliance, and the Maritime Energy Association. Three areas of regional activity, the Atlantic Loop Project, small modular nuclear reactors, and hydrogen fuel production, present particular opportunities for growth given their novelty and potential for further innovation. Atlantic Province Governmental Update. While each province's renewable energy commitment vary in terms of ambition and scope, 2021 revealed the pressure felt by the government of the Atlantic Province to reach their short and long-term climate change goals, and they are responding by putting forward or supporting new renewable energy projects and strategies. Attracting and obtaining funding for such initiatives remain a regional challenge. Ensuring that the renewable energy transition doesn't lead to significant increases in energy costs for consumers is also a concern. In November 2021, the Council of Atlantic Premiers sent the federal government a letter requesting $5 billion in assistance to support the regional renewable energy transition, including mainly the Atlantic Loop project, and to minimize the financial burden on ratepayers. In Nova Scotia, the Nova Scotia Progressive Conservative Party, led by Tim Houston, was elected to majority government over August 2021, defeating the previous Liberal Party government. Despite the change, the new provincial government maintained the ambitious plan announced in February 2021 to reduce the province's greenhouse gas emission to 40% below 2007 levels by 2030 and to source 80% of the province's energy from renewable energy sources by 2030. According to Nova Scotia Power Forecast, this plan will have to result in 60% of Nova Scotia's energy use being sourced from renewable energy by the end of 2022. On October 27, 2021, the Environmental Goals and Climate Change Reduction Act was introduced, setting out 28 new goals, including a commitment to entirely phase out coal energy by 2030. With current provincial supply of renewable energy being insufficient to meet legislated targets, the Nova Scotia government has been creating opportunities for independent power producers to develop renewable energy projects. A new renewable energy procurement round discussed in further and special funding programs such as the Nova Scotia Green Fund have been announced. It should also be noted that activity in Nova Scotia's offshore oil and gas reserve continues to dwindle. For the fourth year in a row, no new licenses were issued to explore the offshore region, leaving Nova Scotia's petroleum future uncertain. Newfoundland and Labrador governmental update. On January 15, 2021, Newfoundland and Labrador Premier Andrew Furey called a provincial election that resulted in his Liberal Party winning a House of Assembly majority on March 27, 2021. As in Nova Scotia, the newly elected government announced its new renewable energy strategy in late 2021. The government's plan provided little in terms of financial information, but highlighted an interest in maximizing renewable energy opportunities, prioritizing hydro, wind, biomass, solar, and tidal power. Industry development is at the center of the plan. Preliminary initiatives such as legislative and regulatory reviews, assembling an inventory of the province's potential energy assets, and reviewing the current moratorium on wind development are steps in this direction. This could lead to renewed activity for existing but on hold renewable energy projects such as the experimental Remia wind turbine and hydrogen diesel project under development by Nelcar Energy since 2011, which would provide electricity to communities not connected to the larger provincial grid. While fossil fuel source energy plant projects, such as a proposed diesel plant in Port Hope Simpson, have been put on hold or set for decommissioning, the province is still committed to the oil and gas industry, hoping to double production by 2030 and supporting the province's fossil fuel sales abroad. The absence of budgetary commitment for renewable energy projects in the newly released plan isn't surprising given Newfoundland and Labrador's current level of debt and budget deficit problem. The plan's announcement coincided with effort by the government to review and evaluate the province's assets in response to the May 6, 2021 Greene report on economic recovery. It is unclear how the Greene report's recommendation will affect the province's new energy plan. One recommendation proposed the wind-up of Nelcar, a key provincial energy corporation involved in the Muskrat Falls hydroelectric plant project, which led to a June 2021 announcement that Nelcar would be integrated into NL Hydro. The combined effect of government interest in creating a more favorable economic environment for renewable energy projects, the end of the Muskrat Falls project construction, and the government limited financial resources could potentially result in greater room for independent private producer initiatives.